Hey guys, Ashley here, and today, as you can see, I have my Ninja Turtles out here. The 4 Heroes in a Half Shell. These 3 are from the same set. I'm just addressing this because I know people are going to notice it. These 3 are from the same series of action figures, and Michelangelo is based on the original 80s series. He also looks really blue on this camera for some reason, even though to me he looks like a light green. Maybe that's just me, I don't know, maybe it's the light. So I'm not going to be reviewing these figures right now, though if anyone wants me to, I will certainly be willing to do that later. Though from the title of the video, you've probably already guessed what I will be reviewing is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows Rocksteady figure. Now, I looked at the Ninja Turtles figures they have recently, and none of them have really caught my eye. You can see on the back here some of the ones they have from Out of the Shadows. I don't know, I've seen a few of the ones in the current cartoon I kind of like, though I don't really watch the cartoon. I don't know, I did at first, but then I just couldn't really get into it. I did like the Mikey Turflydle figure, though, that I saw a while back. And I have seen the pictures for the Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles WWE Superstars figures that are coming out this month. Maybe they're already out and I'm just not aware of it, but I just know that they were supposed to come out in November, and it's November. So I am actually really excited for those turtle figures. But none of these ones have really wowed me to the point of me wanting to get them. And I also haven't seen this movie yet, so I don't know. I saw this Michelangelo in pirate costume figure and was trying to figure out why that was a thing. But I will see the movie eventually. I'm not going to judge it before I've seen it. Casey Jones figure actually does look kind of neat. Splinter figure, though, I won't be getting him. I do want a Splinter figure, as I do not own one, and I thought that would be cool. So, my Turtles, I love posing them, but they've never really had a villain to fight. Then back in July, I found this foot soldier at a thrift shop. And if you look, one of his eyes isn't painted. I don't know if he came like that originally when whoever originally owned him bought him, or like through play the eye wore off, but I thought that was funny. So, now they got this foot ninja, but I mean, that's not all that exciting. And as I grew up with the 2003 series, realistically, but I loved watching reruns of the 80s series. We had tapes of it, and I just watched them like crazy, and I loved Bebop and Rocksteady, so I had to get the Rocksteady figure. Oops. And I looked at the Bebop figure, but I don't know. I'm just not really feeling the Bebop figure. I thought Rocksteady looked really cool, though. So, before this turns into me ranting about how much I loved the Ninja Turtles growing up, let's open Rocksteady up and take a look at him. We'll free you. You're almost free, Rocksteady. Sorry, I've been binge recording, and I think it's getting to me. Oops. Where did it go? Oh, no. I don't know where the club went. Oh, okay, here it is. Okay. I think it's really cool that all these years the Turtles figures have been made by the same company. They may have been briefly made by another company, I'm not 100% sure, but I know for the most part it's always been Playmates, and I thought that was really cool. And I hope I can get this out without scissors, because I don't have any scissors. Ugh. Got him. So, it's Rocksteady. For accessories, he comes with this sledgehammer, which I think could use a little more paint work, unless the sledgehammer is meant to be made of wood for some reason. The club, I think, is alright, except for they could have done with painting the barbed wire at the top. I mean, as it stands, it kind of looks like there's string tied around it. Other than that, though, those are both really good, solid accessories, I think, for Bebop. Or Rocksteady, rather. I'm sorry. I mixed them up a lot as a child, too. Its joints are... they're not really stiff. I usually expect my action figure's joints to be kind of stiff when I open him up, but right out, his joints seem really well lubricated, and ready to move around. So we'll start with looking at his articulation. His head, well, it can't look up or down conventionally, but apparently you can turn it all the way backwards and have him like that. That's actually really creepy. Let's fix that now. So he's got like a ball joint, I think is what this is. So you can spin his arm all the way around, move it out this far, back in. Same over here. Then his elbow joint goes in and spins all the way around. His wrist is, well, you can spin his wrist around, but like, oh, I think that pops off, but I don't want to try it. I'm not risking it. So his wrist spins all the way around. Did I just say wrist? His wrist spins all the way around, but doesn't like bend inward or outward. There's no articulation on the fingers. As you can see, he has no ab crunch or anything like that, but honestly, I think on this figure it would just kind of look weird. So you can spin him all the way around at the waist. He bends down like that. Well, he can't really pose like that. There, now we just have a really weird charging rhino. Oh, he's got a little tail on the back. That's a nice detail. Look at the little tail. What does it say? Something Iron Fisk? I don't know. AS. Is that nice detailing? I love the sculpting. It's one thing I need to show more, I feel like, is I need to focus more on showing off the sculpting and the paintwork, as well as the articulation. He's got nice little cameo spots on his pants. The figure itself is really well detailed. He does have this bracelet here that has no paintwork, though, on both hands. It's sculpted, but there's no paintwork. Got his tattoos on this arm. No tattoo here. I don't think he has a tattoo here. I don't think he originally had tattoos anywhere, but I guess the new one must. Here is, it's like flight gear. I don't know much about like the movie version of him. Anyway, he has goggles on the hat that I think could have been painted, but oh well. So as for his leg articulation, you can move his legs out like that. Like that, and they spin around that far. It's actually pretty good range. There's his knee joint. And then you can move it like that. There is no ankle pivot or anything like that. But I think he has a pretty good range of articulation. I am actually very happy with this Rocksteady figure. And now I finally have another villain to pose with my turtles. And my camera's about to die, so I better wrap this up. Height-wise, he stands around 5.5 inches, and my turtles all stand about 4.5, so he's taller than them. And he stands, if you can call this standing, at also about 4.5 inches. So, I think that's pretty much it for Rocksteady. Let's get the club in his hand and see what that looks like at least. Maybe if I can get it in his hand. And then we will call it good, because otherwise the camera battery is going to die. Oh yeah, look at that. You can pose him pretty well with that, huh? Okay, so this camera's about to die now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this brief little review of, I don't know if you can call this brief actually, we're at like the 9-minute mark. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this, of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows Rocksteady figure, and if you did, I hope to see you next time. Bye, guys.